Hello, and welcome to the channel Easy English Daily, learning podcast and real conversation.
Let's be honest for a second. Have you ever been in that excruciating moment? You've spent 5, maybe 10 years studying English. You know the grammar tables. You can read Shakespeare. But then, an actual human approaches you and says, "Hey, great to meet you. How long have you been in the city?" And your entire brain just turns to static. You freeze, you stutter. The math department in your head collapses. You know Rule A, but you can't connect it to Rule B. Well, welcome to the show. You are the victim of a global conspiracy, and it started in high school. If you are tired of being a walking, talking grammar book that can't actually talk, this podcast is the absolute game changer you've been waiting for. We are not just talking about language today. We are proving why your schools failed you, why your textbooks were a cage, and showing you the biological highway to fluency that your brain was literally designed to use. We are talking about effortless English rule number 3. Listen, listen, listen. But we aren't just going to repeat it. We are going to prove why textbooks are a trap and show you the precise highway that your mind must travel to find fluency. Period. Okay, let's play a game. Close your eyes. I want you to go way back to English class, high school English. Stare at that memory. What do you see? I see dust motes floating in fluorescent light. I smell old paper and chalk. And most importantly, I see the board. It is filled with charts, tables, lists. Exercise number 3. Choose the correct form of the verb to be. Am, is, are. I am, you are, he is. We spent hundreds of hours staring at these things. We studied grammar tables like we were decoding ancient runes. But here is the problem. Schools teach language as if it were math. Learn Rule A, apply Rule B, get answer C. Analytical systems for reflexive actions. That approach is filtered entirely through your eyes. You read Jack and Jill dialogues that sound like robots. "Hello, Jack. How are you?" "I am fine, Jill. Thank you, Jack." Let's be serious. Nobody in the history of the United States has actually had that conversation. Not naturally. You used your eyes to memorize, not your brain to acquire. And the result? Total grammar anxiety. We've all been there. Jimmy walks up at the party, says, "Great to meet you," and the math department in your head starts working overtime. Is great to meet you past tense or present? What's the participle of come? I have come. I have cam. By the time you figure it out, Jimmy has walked away. Analytical thinking is analytic, and analytic thinking is slow. Speaking is reflexive, and reflexive thinking is automatic. Textbooks are shallow learning. Listening is deep learning. So, forget Jack and Jill. Forget Chapter 4. Think about a baby. Baby Jimmy. He doesn't study grammar charts. In fact, for the first 2 years of his life, he doesn't study anything. But what does he do? He absorbs. His eyes are wide open, but he is not reading a textbook. He is consumed by sound. He hears mom saying, "Doggy," sees mom pointing at furry thing. He hears dad saying, "No, don't touch that," for the 100th time. He doesn't decode a chart. He maps an auditory landscape. Understandable spoken language floods his brain. Thousands of hours. Repetition. That sound equals that thing. Direct connection. Direct acquisition. It doesn't think, noun plus adjective, agreement required. It just thinks, that sound equals that furry creature. This is your biological blueprint. Textbooks process language analytically. Deep acquisition happens reflexively when the pattern is identified via sound and connected directly to a meaning. Your ears are the auditory highway to excellent speaking. Period. But here is the secret sauce that most methods miss. Simply plugging in headphones to CNN doesn't work. That is just noise. You need understandable input. Mostly easy. If you are a beginner, listen to children's stories. If intermediate, simpler podcasts like this one. Understandable input in that Goldilocks zone, 70 to 80% understandable. Then your brain subtly, automatically, acquires the new 20% without stress. Linear textbook systems. Chapter 1 is over, now Chapter 2. Linear is the death of fluency. Repetition via your ears is what builds the deep, reflexive connections. To own a word, to know it so deeply that it just pops out automatically, reflexively, you don't need to hear it once. You don't need to see it twice in a list. You need understandable, meaningful repetition of understandable context. Dozens, maybe hundreds, and I mean hundreds of times. Repetition via sound. Repetition via your ears. Textbooks teach you how to pass a test. Listening teaches you how to feel a conversation. Make it a habit. Use your dead time. We all have it. When you wake up, put on a podcast. While brewing coffee, English time. When you are cooking dinner, English time. Stuck in traffic? Prime English auditory time. Cleaning the house, English time. Staring at the ceiling before bed, trying to fall asleep. Final 10 minutes of English listening time. It is not about finding an hour to study. It is about flooding your brain with understandable spoken sound throughout the day, in every dead space you have. Ditch the books. Give them away. Seriously. Put them in a drawer. If you have been studying grammar rules with your eyes for years and you still cannot speak, your eyes have proved they are the wrong tool. Your tongue only moves when your ears can hear the melody of the speech, not when your eyes see the blueprint. Give your ears the attention they deserve. Make a decision today. From this moment forward, I learn with my ears, not my eyes. Ditch the texts. Embrace the sound. It's effortless if you just listen. I'll see you soon.